to my 2026 priority TBR. I will start off by saying I have been highly influenced by Four Paws in a Book. I will drop her info in my description. I really liked her method of organizing her 2026 priority TBR of like 26 and 26. So I'm doing the same format at least. My piles might be a little different. I do have next to me 4 stacks of books of various numbers. I have a stack of 5, a stack of 6, 7, and 8. And each of those have a different reason. All of them minus 1, and I'll get to why that one, but all of them minus 1 have come from my own bookshelves. I said last year, and it was kind of vague, like, I just want to read as much from my shelves as possible. And I would pull books down to fit my TBRs, but then I wouldn't get to them. I would read library books instead. This year, I've pulled my books from my shelves. I've pulled specific ones from my shelves, and I've gone ahead and assigned them to my 52 Book Club reading challenge. That way, when those numbers get drawn, I have a reason to pick these. They've already been decided. I don't have to go do extra research. They are ready to go. So let's jump right in, starting with my stack of 5. My stack of 5 are all books that I have owned since like 2016, 2017, that all came from an Owl Crate box. I did subscribe to them for a while when I was in college, but like being a college student, it just wasn't a good idea. It wasn't tenable. But I have a stack of books from that time that I still haven't read yet. So what are they? Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Before She Ignites by Jodi Meadows. This looks like it is book 1 in the Fallen Isles trilogy. The Sandcastle Empire by Kayla Olson. It got a little washed out. The Serpent King by Jeff Zentner. And New World Rising by Jennifer Wilson. For my stack of 6, I have these 6. These are all nonfiction books that I have either purchased myself or have been gifted that have just been sitting unread on my shelf, and I'm ready to get into them. A Promised Land by Barack Obama. This was gifted to me by my husband. Becoming by Michelle Obama. Also gifted to me by my husband. Goblin Mode, How to Get Cozy, Embrace Perfection, and Thrive in the Muck by Michaela Coyle. I purchased this myself. Chasers of the Light, Poems from the Typewriter series by Tyler Knott Gregson. I bought that myself. The Sun and Her Flowers by Rupi Kaur. I own all 3 of her poetry collections. I've only read Milk and Honey, and I believe I bought this myself. And then finally, I have I'd Rather Be Reading The Delights and Dilemmas of the Reading Life by Anne Bogle. My mother-in-law gave me this. So I have some like heavier, I have some memoirs, and then I also have some like lighter, I think that's what, couple self-helps, and then some poetry, mixing it up. My stack of 7 are all first books in a series. So this is going to be my like series taste test stack. And if I like these, maybe I'll continue the series, but they've just been rotting on my shelves. I have Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This was given to me by my sister-in-law. This is the one that is a library book. This is Three Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. And I've read this before. I don't remember like really anything about it other than it's like 3 sisters, 3 triplets that all have to like fight each other for the crown. I own the 2nd and the 3rd. I'm looking at them on my shelves. So I liked the first one enough that I went and got the second 2 books in the series, but I don't have the first one. So I don't know if I had the first one and then I got rid of it, or if I borrowed the first one and really liked it and so then bought the second, but I didn't go back and get the first. I don't really know. So I went and checked out the first book so that I could read it because I'm like, what's going on here? So I need to refresh myself with this series. I have Heartless Hunter by Kristen Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli. I don't actually know how to say her last name. This is book 1 of the Crimson Moth series. I think there's 2 books out currently. This was gifted to me by my sister. I have A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This was also gifted to me by my sister. It is book 1 of the All Souls trilogy. I have The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. I have started this at least once and I just couldn't get into it. I soft DNF'd it because I still am interested in the concept of it. This is book 1 in a trilogy, I believe. I don't remember what the trilogy is called. But On Her Majesty's Supernatural Secret Service, and apparently now it's a TV show. Paranormalcy by Kirsten White. This is so old, and it's the same thing. I think I bought this or was gifted this, and I bought the second one, but I've never actually read it. I might have read this one, but again, I don't remember finishing it. I have a feeling I'm not going to really like this. I'm not prepared to like this, but still, I'm going to try. And then I have The Raven Boys, which is book 1 of the Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. I was gifted this by my sister. I am very intrigued to read this. I've heard so much about this series as a whole. I know that Kayla of Books and Lala, this is like her all-time favorite series, and I'm ready to know what the hype is for this. And then finally, my last stack, my stack of 8. These are all books that I have just been plain gifted. These have all been gifted as Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, anniversary gifts, whatever, from people in my life who I love and adore. And the books that they've gifted me are generally because they either loved the books or they're like, I saw it and I thought of you and bought it for me. And it's like, girl, read them. So what's in this stack? Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was gifted to me by my sister-in-law. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I don't think I've read anything by V.E. Schwab. Gifted to me by my sister-in-law. The Missing Half by Ashley Flowers with Alex Keister. This was gifted to me by my sister just this year, in fact, for Christmas 2025. The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. Gifted to me by my sister. Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. This was gifted to me by my husband. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Gifted to me by my sister-in-law this past Christmas. Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. I don't actually know how to say his name either. This is gifted to me by my sister. And then finally, I have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. And oddly enough, I actually have 2 copies of this book, or I did. And one was gifted to me by my sister, who loved it, and then the other was my sister-in-law's copy, and she didn't like this book. So I'm very intrigued by this one, especially since I read very similarly to both of those figures in my life, and it is intriguing to me that one of them really liked it and one of them did not. So, yes. And that's that. Short, sweet, concise, 10 minutes long. This is my 2026 priority TBR. Get ready to see a lot of these books, hopefully. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Be easy with your hearts.